Just waiting for my partner to get in here, folks. And then we'll get on to the meat and potatoes of tonight's show. Probably running late. This will take a little bit, folks. There he is.
Okie dokie. First things first, we need to have the link for the. Oh, wait, let me see if I have that link for the. Yes. The Wrestle Kingdom 17 card.
Yep.
Oh, we got it. And it's also fine. They also finalized the memorial for Antonio Inoki.
Yep. Welcome, folks, to the MegaMets podcast. Tonight, it's our Christmas gift to you. Our picks for Wrestle Kingdom 17 coming up Wednesday, January 4th, 2023 from the Tokyo Dome.
Yep. Figured we'd do it early because, well, later in January, I'm off on vacation.
Yeah.
But before we begin, there's something we do need to discuss.
What's up?
The Vikings game. The game between the Colts and the Vikings, where the Colts had a 33-point lead. Then they blew said 33-point lead on the Vikings. How?
If I'm guessing, Jeff Saturday got too lackadaisical with the thinking that there was no way they'd come back from 33 points down. But then again, he had Matt Ryan as quarterback, the guy with the dubious distinction of giving him a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God. And I thought what happened back in 1993 was bad. The choke with the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers.
Which was a 32-point lead.
A 32-point deficit. And when they came back from that, Jesus Christ, the Oilers were not living that down.
Got that right. Anyway, let's run down the card. We'll start with the pre-show matches. A 3-minute exhibition, Ryohei Oiwa versus the newest recruit to the Noge Dojo, Boltin Oleg. For those who don't know, this kid's Kazakhstani.
That's an interesting one.
Given that this one is only going to be 3 minutes, I'd say this one goes to a draw. Most Young Lion matches don't usually have a winner. Or whether it's a 3-minute, 10-minute, or 15-minute match, most of the time, these kids usually just wrestle each other to a draw.
I agree. It's going to be a draw no matter what, because both of them are very talented.
Next up, King of Pro Wrestling Provisional 2023 Provisional Championship right to challenge New Japan Rumble. Now, for those thinking this is going to be like the Royal Rumble, don't. It's not. This is going to be more equivalent to MLW's version of this, the Battle Riot. The only difference is there's not going to be 40 guys in this. It's predominantly open card, Young Lions, older guys that are on the open card, lower tier mid-carders. 2 men start every 60 seconds. Another man comes out. And the way it's similar to the Battle Riot is you can be eliminated by pinfall, submission, disqualification, and or going over the top with both your feet landing on the floor on the outside. Once it gets down to the final four, the match stops, and the last four standing move on to New Year Dash to fight it out in a fatal four-way to become the first provisional champ, King of Pro Wrestling Provisional Champion of 2023.
I actually like this. It's way better than the Royal Rumble, in my opinion, because you did say that they were having mid-card, lower to mid-card talent. This is allowing them to shine.
True. Guys that I think will be in this, the remaining young lions like Kosei Fujita, Yuto Nakashima, that French young lion whose name escapes me, Oscar Leduc, I believe he's called, Hiroshi Tenzan, Tomoaki Honma, Doki, Kanemaru, Taichi, Shingo, Teton, Hanare, Honma, Bale, Chase Owens, Yujiro Tak. And as much as I hate it, I'm pretty sure all the House of Torture are going to be in this one. Mostly because their six-man titles are not going to be on the line on January.
Well, they need at least something to do.
Yeah, but imagine if all four of them get to the last four.
If they all get to the last four, it's going to be a shocker.
And it's going to be a shit, and the New Year's Dash Fatal 4-Way is going to be a shit show.
Of course it's going to be a shit show. What more do you want?
Well, if we had to pick any four to get to this point, here are my... Oh, and also Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano from Chaos are also going to be in this. So my four go on to the point where the match... And whatever legends they could pull out of the closet. I really do not want Taguchi winning this match, because I know he's going to be in this damn thing. And
I don't blame you.
I think my four picks to go to the Fatal 4-Way, I'm going to go with Shingo, Yano, Taichi, Chase Owens.
That's some good predictions. I think I probably would have to agree with you on that.
The final match in the pre-show, six-man tag, Antonio Inoki Memorial. Yuji Nagata, Satoshi Kojima, who's going to be hopefully released from his tenure in Noah, because for those who don't know what he's been up to the past 7 or 8 months, Kojima's been doing a stint in Noah where he had a brief run with the GHC World Heavyweight title, and currently with Takashi Sugiura, he's a co-holder of the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team titles.
Interesting.
And they're going to be defending those titles on New Year's Day against the duo of Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji.
That's insane.
Tell me about it. I mean, that's also the same night Nakamura is going to pop up in Noah to face the Great Muta.
He's still alive after all these years?
Keiji Muto and the Great Muta are one and the same.
I see. But it surprises me that the Great Muta is still going.
I know. But he's going to be retiring in a couple of months anyway. Hip deformity.
Hopefully it's a retirement that is well earned.
Anyway, their opposition, Tiger Mask, Tatsumi Fujinami, and Minoru Suzuki. And for those wondering why the hell is Suzuki teaming with a couple of Hontai guys, simply put, as effective this coming Friday, final show of the year for New Japan and 2022 in the Korakuen Hall, Suzuki-gun is disbanding. The announcement was made this past Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's not like a disbanding with betrayal or whatnot. This was a disband that all the members agreed on, right? That they've gone as far as they can achieve. And what more is there? True.
As considering that Suzuki-gun's foundation was formed on a betrayal in 2011. Originally, the group was called Kojima-gun under Satoshi Kojima, but then Taka and Taichi stabbed him in the back and in May of 2011 and joined Suzuki-gun. Joined Suzuki, he made Suzuki the leader and rechristened it the Suzuki Army.
Wow. Not to mention, this whole thing is going to be a tribute to a legendary talent.
And promoter Antonio Inoki, maybe.
Yeah, Antonio Inoki may be a bit flawed at times, but he was a good person, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Now he joins Baba and Dozen.
God rest his soul.
And I actually have a book that has a page that pays tribute to Baba.
Wow. But in terms of my prediction, I'm going with Fujinami, Suzuki, and Tiger Mask. Also, I like the design for Tiger Mask because that gimmick lasted a long time.
Yeah, and one of the most famous guys under that mask, of course, was Noah's founder, Misawa.
Mm-hmm.
May he rest in peace.
Indeed.
I'm probably going to go the opposite. I'm going to take Nagata, Kojima, and Makabe. I mean, I get where you're going from. Fujinami's an old, long-time yes-man.
For 40 years.
It would make sense to give his side the win. I get it, but I'm not feeling it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Now we move on to the main card. First up, the IWGP Junior Tag titles are on the line. Representing Chaos, Junior Tag League 2022 winners, Yo and Lio Rush. Their opponents, the 70th champions representing the United Empire, Francesco Akira and TJP, a.k.a. Catch 2-2, with Gideon Gray in their corner. And don't worry about Gideon getting involved. He's just there as a mouthpiece for the United Empire.
Oh, this is going to be a fierce battle. A fierce battle indeed.
And for those who are not familiar with Gideon Gray, from what I've gathered, he's primarily a Rev Pro joke character. Think of him like, to put it in his more anime-esque context, think of him like Weiss from before the start of Ruby, except never changed her attitude, but did receive the tutelage by having private tutelage from wrestlers from across the globe to teach him.
True.
That's basically Gideon in a nutshell.
Agreed. This is tough to choose because both of these teams are fierce. True. It's going to be a fierce battle to say the least.
I mean,
but if I were to choose, I would say it would go to Yo and Lio Rush.
I don't know. I mean, this is Yo's fourth time having won the tournament. 2 of his previous 3, he and Joe actually failed to win their Wrestle Kingdom match. Now, granted, Super Junior Tag tournament they won in 27 was a single elimination tournament. They chose the Young Bucks as their opponents at Wrestle Kingdom 12 and lost. Wrestle Kingdom 13. It was a 3-way match between themselves, Kanemaru and Desperado, Shingo and Bushi, won by Shingo and Bushi, but that was just basically done to let Shingo strut his shit.
Jeez.
2020 against Ishimori and Phantasmo, they got it done. Granted, they figured that Phantasmo was going to go with a dick punch, and Yo had his tights loaded with a cup.
Mm-hmm. So what's your vote?
I'll flip it. Heads, Yo Rush. Tails, Catch 2-2.
Flip it.
Heads, going Yo Rush.
Smart.
Though ironically, the past couple of years, the junior tag titles have actually been retained, which was why I was so hesitant with that pick.
Why are you so hesitant?
Well, prior to the past couple of years, the past 4 or 5 Wrestle Kingdoms, the titles had swapped hands. Last 2, they stayed put with the champions. Moving on. IWGP Women's Title Match. KAIRI, fresh off becoming the inaugural champ at historic crossover in Ariake on November 20th, faces World of Stardom's Tam Nakano. Keep in mind, folks, for my Joshi fix, I don't do World of Stardom. Tokyo Joshi Pro, which is under the same umbrella that Noah is under, is more my Joshi fix.
Yo, Fig. But yeah, this women's match is going to be rather interesting since, KAIRI is going to have her work out for her against Nakano.
Though personally, I say to break the title in, let the champ retain.
I have to agree. KAIRI should retain. Plus, Nakano had an iconic 304-day reign
as the World of Stardom champ.
Yep.
Next up, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Title match. And it's one I actually do kind of hate in terms of context.
Why?
I'll get to it when we get to the fighters. The challengers. Back-to-back winners of World Tag League. YOSHI, HASHI, and Hirooki Goto. Bishamon, representing Chaos, take on FTR, Cash, Wheeler, and Dax Hardwood. The reason I hate that it's Bishamon is because Battle Autumn post-fight comments by FTR were interrupted by Aussie Opens, United Empire's Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. I was putting my eggs in the basket that it would be Aussie, oi, 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 throughout the whole World Tag League. Instead, they give it to Bishamon, and that kind of pisses me off.
I don't blame you if you're upset. But if anything, my goat's going to go to FTR.
I'm actually going opposite. I'm taking Bishamon as much as I don't want to because the past 9 years, years with the tag league title inception, where the winner of the tag league gets an IWGP Heavyweight Tag Title shot at Wrestle Kingdom, the titles have swapped hands. The only time it didn't, was Wrestle Kingdom 7, when Hirooki Goto and Carl Anderson failed to win the titles off KES back in 2013. Every year,
that was years ago.
Yeah, and every year since, past 9, titles have swapped hands. I'm going Bishamon.
That's fair. I'm going FTR.
Now here's a match that I think really deserves a flip to pick. Ren Narita versus Zack Sabre Jr. to crown the first New Japan World Television Champion.
There's no words to describe it. This is going to be legendary, to say the least.
15 minutes on the clock. If it goes to a draw, they're going to decide the champ via coin toss.
Via coin toss? This should have decided the champion via division. Both of these guys are very, very talented.
True. I mean, Narita has come a long way since joining the LA dojo a few years ago and coming back. And Zach, let's face it, you'd think on paper this is his match to lose, because let me run down his past 6 attempts at getting IWGP singles gold. He's a former 3-time tag champ with Taichi. In his first attempt in 2017, he challenged Hirooki Goto for the Never title in Ryogoku in April. He failed. September of that same year, he challenged Hiroshi Tanahashi for the Intercontinental title. Failed. Won the New Japan Cup in 2018, challenged Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight title during Okada's legendary 720-day 12 defense run. Failed. 2019, challenged Ibushi for the Intercontinental title. Failed. 2021.
How much fail do you really need for this?
Power
Sheesh.
struggle. Challenged Shingo 2021. Challenged Shingo Takagi for the IWGP World Heavyweight title because he beat Shingo during the G1. Failed.
Fail.
Hyper Battle 2022 against Okada again after winning the New Japan Cup. Again. Fail. Again. 0-6. And it doesn't matter what title he went after.
That is some godforsaken bad luck, I swear.
And this is supposed to be the best technical wrestler on the goddamn planet.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but my vote's on Zack Sabre.
Don't you mean Ren Narita if you're saying that?
Oh, wait, Ren Narita, you got it right. Yeah. Screw that. My vote's on Narita. He got to at least win one for once.
Yeah, considering the road they took to get to this. Ren Narita went through 2 hard-fought battles, one against Ishii in round 1, and it's Sonata in the semis. Passed Yano out in about half the time he took to beat both Ishii and Sonata. Zack, on the other hand, nearly went the distance with Alex Zane, rolled up David Finlay with about a minute and a half left, and then had to outwit Evil using the Young Lions as as meat shields.
Jesus.
In less than 5 minutes.
Jesus. God damn. That is some unfortunate levels of circumstance.
Well, to be fair, you have to do something like that against Evil. You got to outfox him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Zack, actually.
Sorry, but I'm voting Narita for this one. About time he has to win something for once.
True. Next up, never openweight title, Machine Gun. Carl Anderson defends against Tama Tonga. Personally, I think Tama gets revenge and regains the gold.
I have to agree. But you know what they always say? Revenge is a dish best served cold.
True that. Next up, Keiji Muto's final New Japan match. It's a 6-man match. We were speculating if Tanahashi and Naito would get any involvement on the main card this year, especially more so with Naito, because his storyline was trying to get titles to have more key matches on the card and failing miserably, whether it was winning against Okada in Sapporo in February to get the IWGP World Heavyweight title, trying to win against Okada in Fukuoka at Dontaku in May and failing, trying to win the G1 Climax, got knocked down in the semifinals by Will, and trying to win the World Tag League. They got knocked out. He and Sonata got taken out. Compliments of the House of Torture. So, anyway, on Keiji Muto, it'll be Shota Umino, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Keiji Muto taking on Bushi, Sanada y Naito, ustedes los ingobernables de Japón.
Nice. You actually nailed that. And along with Tetsuya Naito. Oh, this is going to be really, really rough.
And it's rather ironic considering that Naito and Tanahashi each have had a match against Muto at Wrestle Kingdom in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestle Kingdom 3, Tanahashi took the IWGP Heavyweight title off Muto. Wrestle Kingdom 6, Naito was not so lucky as he basically got pummeled by the genius.
Agreed.
And Sonata and Bushi, their ties to Muto basically go back to their All Japan days when they started out. When Muto was basically a president in that promotion. So, as far as I know, Shota's the only one with little to no connection to Muto-san.
Yeah, but he's brought along for the ride, so I think for him it's a big opportunity.
True. Still a little confused with the whole change from Shooter to Roughneck. I like the pet name of Shooter.
I agree.
Who you taking? Team Muto or LIJ?
I prefer LIJ.
I'm going to go Team Muto.
That's fair.
Next up, a fatal four-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Taiji Ishimori defends against El Desperado, LIJ's Hiromu Takahashi, and Master Wato.
Oh, this is going to be a fierce fight.
How this came about. Originally, a declaration of power in October, Ishimori was supposed to face Kushida in a non-title match. Unfortunately, Kushida ended up contracting hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Jesus, that's... Oh, my God.
This led to Master Wato wanting not the humble Master Wato asking Ishimori to let him take Kushida's place in the match. Ishimori said yes, but under the condition that the match still be non-title and have that time limit shaved off in half. Shockingly, Wato won that match.
Damn, he earned that.
But this brought both Hiromu and El Desperado out, demanding their fair shot, as Desperado lost the title to Ishimori in May and didn't get a rematch, and Hiromu deserved another shot after their barn burner after the Best of the Super Juniors in Korakuen Hall back in June, which was won by Ishimori, where they went over 35 minutes.
This is going to be tough.
Wato then decided to interject, and then Ishimori said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'll face all three of you at Wrestle Kingdom with this on the line."
Now that's good.
Now
that's how you make an impression.
To be honest, let's not kid ourselves. Wato's got no shot in this. It'll be a miracle for him to win this one.
He has no chance. You're up against three other guys who each have a 25% shot at winning this.
And not to mention, you're facing both the current. All three men at one point or another have held the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Basically, you stuck out like a sore thumb.
Granted, a couple of jerks I used to hang with before last year, where they got too political, if Kushida was in this spot, they'd be bitching and moaning and demanding that Kushida fail.
This is tough. All four of them are talented.
But we can
I can't decide who's going to end up winning this.
Yeah, but we all agree Wato's the odd one out.
Wato truthfully is the odd one out because he never owned the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, which means this may either be an opportunity for him to win or for him to fail.
I'm more in line with him thinking the latter. It's the other three that have got me more intrigued. Considering that for Ishimori, this is the widest gap for a champ in the 35-year history of the International Wrestling Grand Prix Junior Heavyweight title that the belt has been defended in.
Yep. And he has to defend it against three others who all vie for the same prize.
I'm going to go with a sleeper pick here, and I'm going to give it to Desperado. What about you?
Desperado. My money is on Takahashi.
Okay. Next up, oh God, this is a match we were salving.
Oh, this one is going to go down in history as one of the best
IWGP US title. The Kingpin, the leader of the United Empire, Will Ospreay, battles Kenny Omega. These guys have only
oh my God, I don't even have the right words. Both of these guys are not just talented, they deliver quality matches.
True. Even if Kenny's can get a little spot happy.
I know.
Anyway, These two guys have only faced each other once, and that was back in 2015 at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's 11th All-Star Weekend.
Wasn't it the one that Dave Meltzer gave it 6 stars?
The match was only 11 minutes.
An 11-minute match?
You're thinking about Okada Omega at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Guess I was wrong. But this one is going to be interesting. Both Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega are very talented.
And ironically, there's a bit of a personal vendetta for Kenny involved in this.
Why?
3 years ago at Wrestle Kingdom 13, the opening match on the main card of that was Will Ospreay challenging Kota Ibushi for the Never title. It was the same night Ospreay introduced his new signature move, the Hidden Blade Elbow. Smacked it across the back of Ibushi's skull. Oh, and it caused Ibushi to leave the dome concussed.
This is going to be rough.
Omega didn't have Ibushi in his corner in the main event against Tanahashi. Not that it would have mattered anyway, since Kenny was on his way out. And he still ended up dropping the strap to Tanahashi, IWGP heavyweight strap to Tanahashi regardless.
Well, that sucks. Jeez. This is tough. I can't decide who's going to end up winning this.
I'm actually going to go Will on this one. It makes no... I mean, yes, Kenny was the inaugural champion, and it would make sense for him to get revenge. But personally, I don't see it happening.
I have to agree. My vote is on Will Ospreay as well.
Crowns up.
Exactly. Sorry, Kenny, but your time to shine, ain't it?
Finally, we get the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, leader of Chaos and winner of G132, Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. The champion, leader of Bullet Club, catalyst of pro wrestling, last rock and roller, the Switchblade Jay White.
Freaking Jesus. This one, I don't even have the right words.
Jay, in my opinion, is riding the peak that Okada had in 2018.
I agree.
Hubris. If Okada wins, that world comes crashing down, and Jay is exposed for the psychopathic fraud that he is. Now,
this is going to be huge.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like Jay White.
I don't blame you if you don't.
Comparing Jay White to Roman Reigns, who, in your opinion, is worse as a champion?
I hated Roman Reigns when he was champion because Vince put all his eggs in one basket, having him as the future. When guess what? It wasn't.
Well, it's even worse. And while it's better with Roman now, I still hate it, the fact that they're just basically letting him stomp everybody,
which is stupid.
Yeah, in my opinion. And then throwing the obvious tell that Rock could win the Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble, and that makes it basically show Vince had nothing but criminal nepotism towards the Anawati. And that's regardless of who wins, if it is Rock Roman at WrestleMania.
I know, and that's what I honestly hate. And considering recently with Dwayne Johnson unfollowing DC and Black Adam after some BS with that, pieces are falling into place.
Got that right. I would prefer Cody winning the Rumble. I mean, I've heard scuttlebutt that Roman's going to drop both belts and they're going to separate them again at the Mania. But personally, I don't care. If The Rock wins one or both of those belts at Mania, it's still fucking nepotism.
It is nepotism. And that nepotism right there has gone back decades. Sure, here's the thing. I have no disrespect for the Anoa'i family. They're all very talented.
It's pronounced Anoa'i.
Anoa'i family. No disrespect, but honestly, sheesh. Something's got to give.
And I've beaten that point like a dead horse whenever I pop up on the stink sheet.
Jesus Christ, I'd rather be worrying about football than what's going on there. True. Jesus.
With Jay, in my opinion, it's done right because, let's face it, he is kind of that megalomaniac who dips his hands in the butter once too often. I mean, luring Chris Bay and Ace Austin from Impact to his cause, throwing G.O.D. out.
Truth be told, I can't decide.
So to be fair. I wish he would just have the Civil War with the House of Torture and kick their asses out already.
Exactamundo. I'm serious. I really cannot decide with this.
They really want to knock Jay off the perch and do it right. Give the title to Okada on a few weeks from Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, will they do it? Because this is his third defense. We saw in Sendai that with his second defense, Carl Anderson retained against Hikuleo. But then again, Hikuleo's a greenhorn, so you don't expect him to win anyway.
Indeed.
So I'm going to say, make it rain. Okada walks out with the title for a second time and his 7th IWGP Heavyweight Gold overall.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I am the same way.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. MegaMets podcast has come to a close.
It's going to be one hell of a ride.
New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom 17, only available on NewJapanWorld.com. You can get it for 999 yen a month. You're charged on the first day of every month, though. That's the catch.
Yep.
And with a 13-hour time gap between Japan and here, it's borderline imperative you get up as soon as you can to catch what you can. Leave a comment, smash a like, share the video, sub to both our channels. MegamanNG, Max2128 signing out. We bid you adieu. Goodbye. Good fucking
Au revoir. That went well.
I did.
Mm-hmm.